Okay, hello everyone. Right, so welcome to my virtual reality fly. Now, remember, examiners will change the routes periodically. They're under no obligation to go on the same route. They are allowed to vary it, but this gives you a rough guide of what's going on. Just done a little video about the car park, so without any further delay, let's get on with it. So you come out the car park, round here to the end of the road, and then off you go. And so as you're coming up to this bit here, up there, you come up to here, and I want you to be checking left and right, making sure it's all safe, no one's crossing the road, and then out you go. All right, so simple, out into the road, checking it's safe, and off we go. Right, so I am completely lost. What's going on with this? Right there. Right, there we go. So you just drive along this road. Then you've got this roundabout. As you can see, it's two lanes. Make sure you are in the left-hand lane as you go through. Because there are two lanes, you have to make sure you maintain two lanes on the roundabout, okay? I do not want to see you cut across. So when you come across this thing, you want to be doing that. All right, just like if you're in this lane, you would do that. Do not cut. Stay on the outside. Okay. Out of interest, these raised curbs here, these are where pedestrians cross. It's not a pedestrian crossing, so you don't have to give way to them. But of course, if it looks like someone's going to walk into the road, then I would not run them over. Okay, so we come up to here. There you go, people waiting to cross. You can give way or not. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so as you come up to here, it's just an all roundabout. Check it's safe. When it is, out you go. So we're going to go ahead to staying on the outside and going up that lane there. Don't forget, this whole section is a 20 zone. So we're just driving along up here, just following the road. Now, they often park you on this hill here. There you go. Somebody parked there. So somewhere along here, they normally say park before that sign there. There's a blue sign. There it is. So they normally say just stop roughly where that white car is. Now, they get a hill start out of you to start with, okay, and then you don't have to worry about it. Don't forget, when they say please drive on, cater for things like this. So this bloke's coming up behind you. He's going for an overtake. Now, logically, he's only going to go into this lane to go back to the left. If you then populate that bit, he's going to be stuck out here on the right, and you'll get marked down for that. So whenever you go to pull away, make sure that person isn't blocked and has the ability to come back in. Right? You will get away with it. It's a minor on the driving test or driver fault if you pull away with a car in this lane. But if it was a normal road, I mean, this is obviously a two-lane road, but if it was a one-lane, two-way road, so you've got oncoming traffic, and you moved off while someone's overtaking you, you will fail your driving test. All right. So as a general guide, just wait. All right. So when they're ready, driving on. So test route number 5. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead at the roundabout second exit. Of course, ahead is by default is left-hand lane. So as we come up here to these traffic lights, usual stuff, notice the change in speed limit, out we go through the hatched area into left-hand lane. Checking it's all nice and safe. When the traffic lights change, you just follow this. Remember, that is the right-hand side of your lane, so you want to stay to the left of it and you go to the second exit. Just count your exits off. Exit 1, here we are. When safe, we just follow the lane through here to exit number 2. And we come around here. Notice we've got a lane merging. We had an arrow on the floor there a second ago. There it is. So you just check to make sure we know what this van's doing. And then we can come through here. And then we just follow the road. Let me zoom up a bit. And follow the road ahead. Again, coming up to here, making sure that we're not... Do not queue. That's it. Queue between the lights. Couldn't read it there. So you've got to keep this bit clear. And that bit over there. Just like we did earlier on. So you've got to keep all of this clear, following the road ahead. Again, don't go into that unless you can get out of it. And following ahead. At the roundabout, we are going to go right 3 towards Guildford and Ashvale. So Ashvale is right, a third exit. So we stay on the right where the white van is, come into here, looking on the approach, making sure it's all nice and safe. Out we go, following this lane round, checking to see what's in this lane. So we've come down there in that lane, into this one, round here, and then off there, because this is 1, that's number 2. A lot of people miss that one and they end up going to 4. But you just come around here, check on your left, make sure no one's in this lane, and then you can exit. So as I come round here like this, as I come round, I'm just checking, making sure there's nothing here, and then off I go over there. And we follow the road round. Good. Now we just follow the road ahead. Let me zoom up a bit. And all we're doing is we're just following this 30 zone all the way down. Just be mindful about there. Let me just zoom in. A lot of people get this confused. There it is. You come down here and they see that 20 sign. Now, notice there's a 20 there and 1 there. So actually, it's for the side road, but it's pointing this way. So everybody thinks it goes 20 here, but it's not. If it was a 20 zone, you would have another 20 sign there, but you do not. It's here. So don't get confused. This is all still a 30. And then we just keep following the road through the pedestrian crossing and ahead, second exit at the roundabout. They might say follow signs for Camberley or Reading. So you've got 1 there. Let me zoom forward a bit. So you've got the little one on the left there. That's just a housing estate. And then the big one that's ahead on a green one for a dual carriageway on the A331. So I'd be thinking left-hand lane by default. And as we come up to here, yes, look, we've got 2 lanes that go ahead. So you take the left of the 2. So I just follow this. So you just stay near the curb. A lot of people come into here, don't add enough steering and they end up in the middle, but just stay on the left. Now, as you're coming in, you should be checking. So as you come up, your head flicks all the time, just following the road, looking for a hole. And when safe, you just go out into there, just checking, and you follow that lane. All right. And down here, notice that this lane is merging back into that one. So as you come down here, just do a quick check on your right. Make sure you know what's going on. No stopping because we're going onto a dual carriageway. Chevrons meaning tight corner, national speed limit meaning 60 or 70 depending upon road layout, green one meaning dual carriageway. So now we come around this corner onto the slip road and away we go. Checking on your left as you come down, remember, as you come down here, you should be accelerating to the same speed as this traffic. So you want to come down here, get your timing right, that car would drop in behind that one, and then away you go down the dual carriageway. Obviously, Google has jumped into the right-hand lane. We don't want the right-hand lane. We want the left-hand lane unless you're overtaking. And as we come down here, before we get to this bridge, around here somewhere, there it is, I can see it from here, is a change in speed limit. So you get this yellow signs saying new 50 mile per hour speed limit, 200 yards ahead. I personally think that they should make that 400 yards. 200 is a bit short, but never mind. But you should be looking at these road signs down here. You can't see it in this picture, but just here we've got a change in speed limit. And there's no reason why you can't be looking at that from all the way back there. So you should be looking as far as you can see. I mean, I'm looking down there at that green van thing. So we're going down here into the 50 zone. So I would just be on the left at this point. And as we come down here in the 50 zone, in the left-hand lane, you now come down here. Traffic will be coming onto the slip road just there. All you've got to do is just merge with it. So if somebody's ahead, I would slow down to let them in front of me. If they're to the side of me, it's up to them to merge with us. So it's up to them to drop in behind us. All right? That's the simplest way to do it. Just slow down and let them in. So we just come down here. Here's the silver car. I mean, obviously, we're in the right-hand lane because we're overtaking the van. But this van or car should drop in here. As we come down here, following this. In fact, there he does. Good. So then we just drive along underneath the bridge, and then we're going down to here, which is Farnborough Gate. So again, like I mentioned on the previous videos, we should be indicating left between the 3 and the 200 yard marker. Down here, getting off in the slip road. When all 4 wheels are over that white line, cancel your indicator and then just reapply it when you get down here if you so wish. However, The road sign tells you that you are missing out the roundabout, so you're in a left turn only lane. So make sure you come around here. You've got the warning of the bicycle there. We come round here, warning of bikes. Here comes the cyclist round the corner. Notice that there is no giveaway line here. So as we come round this corner, all we got to do is just keep an eye on this Honda, and we come round the corner. Now, the sat-nav might well have been saying, or the examiner will tell you, as soon as you get around this corner, move into the right-hand lane. So I would be looking for an immediate opportunity to do it. Notice we have a solid white line in this bit, and it starts to break around about here-ish. So that's when you come over. Don't come across here. All right. So as you come around here, indicate, don't stop here. If you stop here, you will fail your driving test for just stopping in the middle of a road. So as you come around here, check it's safe, pick a hole that you want to get into. So I'd pick that one. Check on the right, it's good, indicating coming across into right-hand lane. Now we're going down here, and we're going to go ahead at the roundabout. So it's ahead 2. So we want to be down there. No, not there. Silly thing. Right. So head 2 towards Hawley. There are actually 3 lanes now, and there's an extra sign here, but it is this lane that you actually want. This lane that they've now made actually goes right. So we come into here, just following this. Now, as you're looking, you should be looking on the approach. You should be getting where he is, looking for a hole. So this car should go out behind that silver one because there's a lovely big hole there. And you go across to that lane there because we want the second exit. So, of course, if you want the second exit, you want to be on the outside of the roundabout as you approach your exit. So we go from here to there. No indicator required here, but then we would indicate left when we get there. So just here, so about there, I'd be indicating left, looking up here, making sure no pedestrians are walking across the road, and keeping an eye on these guys. Van is blocking my view, and there's an extra lane over there, so somebody could come out behind that van. So as you come through, just cover yourself. Oh, no, it looks all right. And we go through here. Notice the change in speed limit. Back to a 30. Good. So we've just come off there. We've come down there. Whee! Across there like that. Into here. And we're just following the road to the roundabout where we go left and then right. Sat-nav will tell you all of that. It'll say at the roundabout, turn left and then turn right. You have to pay attention to that. Don't just listen to the first instruction. If you are being given 2 instructions, there's a reason for that. So we come down here. Looking, we can go because he's going straight on. So we come up to here and round the corner. Just following it round and immediately start dealing with that. So I'd be checking my mirrors, indicating and sailing along, getting near the white line in the middle of the road. Checking to make sure no one's crossing the road here, into there, and then you'd come round here, into there. Remember, don't cut. That's a good way to fail your driving test. Come round here, into there, and away we go. Now, along this road, they will often use places like this. This is a great place to get a parallel park out of you, or a park up on the side, something like that, and then rejoin traffic, because they'll do that 4 times. They might even get you to park up on the right and reverse, then rejoin traffic. But you basically just drive along here. So this road here. Now you've got normally cars on the outside of the corner about there-ish. There they are. So I would be using the side of cars here as mirrors to help me see if anything's coming around that corner. Use reflections. You can use side windows in houses, things like this. So here, look down the road. Look across, see if you can see anything coming at you. Look at shadows on the floor. You're basically looking for signs of life that might come to ruin your day. Then you're also looking for places where we could pull over. So if there was a car coming at us, they could pull in there. They could come in here. We could go there. Do not mount a pavement when it comes to meeting situations unless the examiner gives you permission. All right? And then you just drive down here. Again, they could park up on the sides, either side, get a manoeuvre out of you when down here. And we're going to the end of the road and turning right. So we go down here. There we go. Here we come to the end of the road. Now, as you get near it, start looking. So I'll be checking, looking to see if anything's going on, checking around. God, there's a lot of roadworks going on there. When was this done? Right. Looking around. Up to the junction, checking it's all nice and safe. There is a car coming, she'd let him go, and when safe, out you go onto the road. Then we're going left, checking as soon as you can, cruising in. Remember, cruise in, have a look around, make sure it's safe. When it's safe, out you go. And we go down here. Right, now sometimes they will turn left in here and go to the old test centre car park, which is basically along there. And you've got a little car park here. All right. It's quite tight, but sometimes they'll just get you to do a forward bay park in this area here. Sometimes they won't. If you've already done the manoeuvre down this road, what we just came down, then of course they won't go do 2 manoeuvres. But if they haven't managed to do one, they might use that car park. It's a backup. And then they come down here underneath the bridge. Vroom, and down they go. So we just drive along to the roundabout where we go left. So we're turning left here. Here it comes. So remember, this is all 30 zone. We come round here, turning left into, what's that, Chapel? Chapel Lane. Right. And then you just follow this road. So now we're just driving along Chapel Lane. You've got cars on the left-hand side down here, but that's fine. You just got to keep an eye on them. Nothing special. You don't have to go round them particularly. They're off the road. Following it round. You do have a junction about here-ish. As we come up to here, you've got the shops. Warning of a school. If those lights are flashing, just be extra cautious. I don't say drive slowly, but just be aware. You might have children running around. And you come round here. Now, sat-nav says at the roundabout, turn left. Problem is, though, the sat-nav has forgotten this roundabout. This one here. So the sat-nav is talking about that roundabout all the way down there, but not this one. The examiner will step in and say to you, the sat-nav's got it wrong. It's ahead at this roundabout and then left at that one. Okay, so don't worry. If the sat-nav is giving you rubbish instructions, the examiner will tell you, so don't panic. So we're coming up to here, going left first exit. So we should be approaching, indicating left, starting to look as soon as you can. Come in slow, start looking. If you don't have to stop, then just drive straight out. This little section, so we've come down here, this little section, often it's actually deceptively tight. A lot of people actually go wide like that and then come in. Just try and stay on the left, would you? Especially if we've got cars here, because it gets very tight in here. And we come round here, and then you just follow the road ahead. Over the M3, and then you come to this roundabout. Now, oh, hello, I'm on the M3. I should be up there on the bridge. That's no good. Stupid thing. Right. Is that better? Thank you. Right. So, there's a bit of a sign missing there. It should have an arrow pointing to this road for the speed bumps. So coming in here, you should be looking at that car, working out if you can get through here before he gets there, or vice versa. And coming through. When safe, he's supposed to give way to us. Now, these bollards might block your view. Again, read my document about how to read traffic. This will give you clues on how to deal with this. I've done loads of diagrams. When safe, through. Immediately, there's another roundabout. So as you're coming in, you should be looking. Crab claws this. It's deceptive, this one. You need to be able to see quite a long way before you commit to going. So you should be braking, 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 braking. I'm happy, go. Now we've got a school coming up, so you come down here. Red traffic light, following this, starting to get children around, coming through here. You normally have cars parked down here. Hey, look, they're waving because they saw the Google van. That's funny. Right, so we're going along here. Now, be mindful of doors that might open. Again, as I've said before in other videos and documents, come out early. Always come out early. Providing you leave room enough for this car to get through, then by coming out early, you're going to ask them to move over. Don't leave it to the last minute. So we're leaving room like this car. He's left room for a door to open. And we go down here, back to the left when safe. Notice we have another roundabout coming up. Again, this is crab claws. So we're cruising up to here, starting to look. Shield potentially, but not at the moment. So therefore you have to crab claw it. Get your timing right. It looks good, and he's going to go across pretty much as we do, slightly be after us, and then you follow the road ahead. Now all we're doing is we're just following this all the way to the end. Now just go around. We have got pedestrian crossings. You've got a school here. You've got a school here. So depending upon the time of day, this could be very, very busy. And we're going all the way down here to the end where we get West Heath Roundabout. Way. Now the sat-nav says ahead second exit. ahead is left-hand lane, isn't it? So we come along here. Now, I want you to see this bit. Keep clear box, quite a big one. So you should be looking for the little things like this. This is blocking our view. We have created a nice big gap here. So as we go across, there is room to see the keep clear. So we should stop here until that car has cleared the keep clear box and has created room for our car. Then you can go across the whole lot in one. It's really, 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 really beneficial to leave a big gap between you and the car in front. So we come up to here, start looking now. Crab claws. Got to keep an eye on pedestrians that might come across here. What you got around here. Now ahead too. So that's left-hand lane by default out here. It's ahead, so therefore no indicator. Coming up to here, follow it out. Checking your mirrors as you go because you've got to make sure there's nothing coming up fast behind you around here. Okay? You're not indicating left to go down here. You're just going ahead. So these guys should wait for you. And you go down here. Then left at the roundabout. So again, immediately you get to here. Once you're off there, you could indicate left off if you wanted to. And you come down here into left-hand lane, indicating left. I still indicate left anyway. I mean, it's a left turn only lane, but nobody else knows that. So we come down here, checking. When you're happy that they can go, then you can go. Do bear in mind, traffic in this lane is for going that way. This one is for going round, but just because they're supposed to doesn't mean they will. So just keep an eye on them, make sure you know exactly what they're doing before you go out. Remember, no risk. Now, here we go. So that was that double roundabout. So we've come down there, round there, staying on the outside, no indicator. Now indicate left, under here, check it's safe. When you're safe, go. And we go down here, through Cove. So we just follow the road ahead. This little bit, just be mindful here. Try and stay on your side. There is actually a white line in the middle of the road. People cut it, that's why it's worn away, you see. But you want to stay in your lane. Don't know if you can actually see it. Here it is. Oh, they've repainted it. Lovely. So just stay to the left of that. A lot of people drive over the top. And then we go up the hill. Now, cars parked here. One-way street. There's a sign just there-ish that tells you. I would be positioned on the right. So if a door opened, I don't care about it. Don't drive close to stuff if you don't have to. Into the one-way street, through here, past the petrol station, keeping an eye on what might come out of here, thinking about what doors might open. And we go round here. Now, as we come up here, you get your view seriously blocked by these parked cars. So do be mindful, take your time, be cautious, and then through. And then we're following the road round to the left. Okay, just follows left. Here, your one lane breaks into two lanes. So you just pick whichever you want. So if I was going to go right, I'd be there. If going left, I'd be there. And you follow this around. Two-way road again. You've got your sign here. So back to two-way. Then we go past Tesco. And we're turning right before this garage. So we come up here. Check it safe. When safe, turn. Lovely. What's this? Tower Hill. That's right, because we're going into Tower Hill. And we follow this road around like that. There we go. So go around the corner. Follow this up here. Again round here. Sat nav says take first left. Notice that this is a car park. That is first left. All right. The sat nav will be saying the name of the road. So if you've got a road name of the road on the top, look for it. Was that Christopher's Road, is it? I can't read it on this. St. Christopher's Road. Right. So you come round here, into here. Sometimes the examiner will get you to park up here and do a hill start. When safe, drive on again, carry on up the road. So we've come around that corner. We're now going up here. And we just follow the road round like that. Now, we're going uphill at this precise moment. Then across here, like that. And then it goes steeply downhill. Whee! And then it's first right. Now, first right is there before the White House. Now, this lot's blocking your view. That's blocking your view. You've got this black car potentially coming up the middle. If he's coming at you, I would just let him through rather than have a face-off. So we're coming down here. I don't know where he's gone now. Right, now, there could be something just the other side of this bush. I have no idea. This car's being in pain. So what we want to do is make sure you go down here. If you cut, you fail. So you want to come down here, check it's safe, then turn, potentially wait here behind gold card. Don't get too close because it's difficult to get out. Just stop here. If there was a car coming, let them through, then carry on driving. But don't cut, go deep, turn, and try not to mount the pavement. If you did mount the pavement by accident, don't worry about it. It's just a driver fault. Unless there's a pedestrian there and you squash them flat, of course, in which case they frown upon that sort of thing. So we come along here. They might get you to do a park up by the side, might do a parallel park along this road. But again, it's of course driving along. It's a meeting situation, so you're thinking, well, I could pull into there, they could pull wherever. Along here, obviously, we would just have to give way. And this end is a pain because some idiot always parks just there. Normally it's a BMW. He's obviously changed his car. So you can't really see. So you have to emerge on the wrong side of the road, which is fine because you have no choice. But you want to creep up to here because if a car comes down here and whizzes round, we need to be travelling slow so we can stop. If he then drives into the front of our car, it's his fault, not ours. Right, making sure it's safe. Out you go. If this car isn't here, do be mindful that a lot of people bounce over this curve for some reason. Well, it's quite common for people to mount the pavement just there if these cars aren't here. So you come down here, round here, and ahead at the roundabout. Again, people hit this curve as well. So we're going to go ahead to there. So checking, crab claws, make sure it's safe. Out you go. Round the roundabout. Keep an eye on people. Look, she's not even looking at us. Look at that. Through here. Into here. Right, no, road narrows. That's what that road sign says. Road narrows on the left-hand side. And we've got a sign here for the rubbish dump. And beautifully, the council has decided to hide this road sign behind this one. So you can't see it until the very last second. We have double give way line here. So this car, if he's coming in here, will have to swing his nose potentially into our bit of road there, which is why we've got a give way triangle here. So it says give way to oncoming vehicles. So if this lot are coming in, you wait here. When they stop coming at you, then you can go up here around that bit to there where you've actually got the normal entrance to a roundabout. It's the only place I've ever come across this. But basically, you give way to them, then you go round and in. Bit like he's done. He's tried to stay out. But he's actually going that way, which is why we're coming through. It's not a great shout to come through at that point, actually, because even if that van had stopped there, we would then be blocking this bit. So it wasn't a great decision on the behalf of the Google van. I would have stopped back there. Right, so checking it's safe, going out. Up to here. We're going ahead, second exit. Notice the change in speed limit, 40, no stopping left and right on the main road. That's what that's saying. We come through here, start checking, looking. Can we get across before that car? Well, it depends on how fast he's travelling. He's gone left anyway, so we could now go out, and you should be here. And the reason you should be here is because you are getting off there. So I don't want you coming out here because you look like you're turning right. You should be doing that. All right, into that lane there. Checking left as you do, indicate left, into here, notice the change in speed limit. And then we just go through the trading estate. Along here, again, sometimes they might turn left into Costco car park. They might get a forward bay park out of you, and then you come back out. This is raised and lowered. A lot of people go wide at this point because they can't see the curb. It just disappears from view because it drops downhill. Just be mindful of that. They might also go around here and go left into this one. Same problem. Now, if you do go into Costco car park, I have no idea if we can actually. No. All right. When you come back out, these bushes are blocking your view and you've got a path there. So just approach a little bit slower when you're coming out, just to make sure no one's cutting across, and then come out, check it's safe, and then carry on driving again. Right. Driving along here. Up to the roundabout, ahead, second exit, only one lane here, take the shortest possible route, all the way up there when we're turning right. So it's the same as the one of the previous routes I've been on. I can't remember, was it 4? No. Don't know, 2 possibly. Right, anyway, notice positioning. These two, well, that one particularly is good. He's near the white line, he's going to turn there. That's a bit wide. Don't know what this dude's doing. He might be going straight on. But always look like you're doing what you're doing. All right. So you come up to here, around there. Don't go too wide. And then follow the road. And this goes round the airfield, past the Aviator Hotel on our left, just there. Round here. Here's your roundabout. As we approach the roundabout, same as last time, still in a 30 zone, we're going ahead second exit. So we come through here and then we are turning right. So we come through here, staying on the right. Like I mentioned previously on one of the other videos, we go out to here, not there, here. There's only one lane. You just pick where you want to put your car. You indicate left when you're at the concrete island, but get off on the right there, not there, because you're turning right. Now we've come along here, down to the traffic light in the right-hand lane, indicating right. When the traffic lights change and it's safe, check it so no one's trying to kill you. Out we go, taking the shortest possible route around there into left-hand lane. So we come round here, left-hand lane, and there we go, back to the test centre. Whoosh, and we're back to the test centre, but don't relax. You're nearly at the end of your test. 30. All right, so it's 40, 30, and just there, 20. It must be the world's shortest 30 zone from there to there. Unbelievable. 20s, massive speed bumps. I recommend second gear 15 mile an hour for these because these are horrible speed bumps. Saves the car taking off because you could get marked down for taking off. But just relax, chill out, just go down here. And we just fly along here. Now we're back to that first roundabout we came to. Again, 2 lanes, so just stay on the outside, make sure it's all nice and safe, and go off here. Now, sometimes they might get you to park on the right and do a right reverse. So you park up on the right, reverse 2 car lengths, and rejoin traffic. It's nothing that you won't have practiced with me, so don't worry about it. It's a really wide road, so it's lovely. Look, I'm looking for traffic again. So as you come up here, you're just checking, make sure no one's coming at you. Go to the outside there. Lovely jubbly. No one's trying to kill us. Off here. No one's walking across that. Over here. And there we go. So yes, they have got double yellows now, but the examiners will still chuck you over there and reverse back and then get you to rejoin traffic. If there's loads of room around you and there's no one going to hit you, then carry on. Do the maneuver, but you've got to demonstrate that you've looked for people. If it looks a bit dangerous, stop, let people go, and then carry on again afterwards. And then you just follow the road ahead. Then you're back to the original junction, and then just checking it's safe, indicate right. Position on the right again. I don't want people approaching on the left and then cutting across because you get marked down for positioning. When you're turning right, you position on the right. Simple. Then you come round here, into there, back down to the car park, indicate right, make sure it's all nice and safe, into there, and then into the car park. And have a look at the video about my car park. That's it. Do that. You should be laughing. Good luck.